Mercedes-Benz was founded in Germany in 1883. It was the fourth ever automobile company, following Opel, Tatra and Peugeot. Originally, it was simply known as Benz, with Mercedes being a separate German automobile company that itself had started out in 1901. The two combined in 1926, creating Mercedes-Benz. While Peugeot had been developing cars prior to Benz, in 1886 Benz released the world's first patented motor car, the three-wheeled Benz patent motor wagon. It featured a 1-litre 1-cylinder 0.75 horsepower engine. In total, roughly 25 were built in 8 years. In 1894, Benz launched the Velocipede. It featured a larger 1-litre single-cylinder engine that produced 1.5 horsepower, with later models having 3 horsepower. It also had 4 wheels and a 3-speed automatic gearbox. It's often called the world's first serial production car, and by 1902, over 1,200 had been built. In 1901, Mercedes launched the 35 horsepower, a model often regarded as the first modern car. It had been designed by Wilhelm Maybach and Paul Daimler. It was powered by a 5.9-litre 4-cylinder engine. 1909 saw the release of the Blitzen Benz, a special vehicle built for speed. It featured a 21.5-litre 4-cylinder engine that posted a land speed record of 141 miles an hour, a record that wasn't beaten for 10 years. The First World War and German recession of the 1920s affected both Mercedes and Benz. 1924 saw the launch of the Mercedes 1570-100. It was one of the world's first ever supercharged cars. 15 stood for its German horsepower tax class, with the 70 and 100 standing for the horsepower produced with the supercharged either turned on or not. In 1926, the model got renamed the Mercedes-Benz 400, following the merger of Mercedes and Benz. It was the first ever car produced as the new company and carried on in production until 1929. 1930 saw the launch of the Mercedes-Benz Type 770, a large luxury car up to 6.5 metres in length. It was powered by a range of 7.7-litre engines with 155 horsepower in regular form, 230 in supercharged form, and the option of a 400 horsepower twin supercharged version. The car was Germany's most expensive model at the time and became famous for transporting high-ranking Nazi officials during World War II. Production finished in 1944, at which point 205 had been built, 5 of which were the twin supercharged versions. In 1934, Mercedes launched the 500K, a high-end 2-door convertible that featured a 5-litre supercharged engine and had a top speed of over 100 miles an hour. The replacement model, the 540K, was similar in concept but featured a more powerful 5.4-litre supercharged engine. It continued until 1940. The replacement, the 580K, never went beyond prototype status due to World War II. In 1935, Mercedes launched the 170K, an executive car that was Mercedes-Benz's best-selling model of the late 1930s. Production was paused in 1942 and restarted in 1947 following World War II. In total, 158,000 were built before production finished in 1955. 1949 saw it offered with a diesel engine, the third ever passenger car to do so, and the first introduced after the war. In 1939, Mercedes-Benz revealed the T80, a 6-wheeled vehicle built with the intent of breaking the world speed record. It featured a 44.5-litre V12 that developed up to 3,500 horsepower. However, the outbreak of World War II halted the planned 1940 speedrun, with the T80 being moved to Mercedes Stuttgart Museum to be put on display.